Welcome to How News, the most credible news source in the Milky Way. Migrant caravans are all the talk about the moment, but what are they and why are they coming to the United States in such unprecedented numbers? Are the people coming to the US in the caravans immigrants or refugees? What is the difference?
Well, unlike refugees, immigrants are people who come into the country illegally in search of a better life and opportunity.
Now, a refugee is a person who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape war, persecution, natural disaster, and unfortunately, sometimes death.
Along the media lines, we hear the word immigrant and refugee being switched around a lot without clarification. Our president has given the term immigrant a bad reputation, causing it to have a negative impact on our society.
Migrants in the caravan take a long, risky journey to make sure their families can have a better future and can make a humble living. In some cases, the younger crowd among them seek a chance at education and to pursue a secure living. They are willing to take any risks to improve their way of life, even if it puts them in danger of death, since in some cases, the hardships they face now can be a better lifestyle than how they lived in their previous homes.
One of the many reasons why immigrants come into the country is work, as many sloppy jobs are available for those without documentation.
A report done by Vice News demonstrated how a reporter went to an unemployment office in New York, offering work at dairy farms to unemployed American citizens. But he mostly got negative results, with the people willing to take on these dirty jobs being those of Hispanic descent.
Congressmen have repeatedly refused to pass any type of worker bill or any chance of opportunity for worker immigration laws, seeing that most work done by immigrants are jobs that American citizens deliberately refuse to do. Unfortunately, there comes a negative effect as deportation quotas are set for ICE officers, forcing them to go out intentionally and profile people in order to fill quotas, denying immigrant workers a chance at a normal lifestyle outside of work environment.
Many people who come to this country in those caravans tend to be from South America, where many governments have failed their people and poverty is rampant. Since many of these people have left their countries with little more than the clothes on their back, it is extremely difficult for them to prove the danger that they were initially running away from, forcing them to live in the limbo between the US and Mexico border, making many of them feel like they have no other choice other than to cross the border illegally, or go back to their countries empty-handed and face the possibility of death.
As the media's attention to the migrant caravan grows, more rumors are spread as to what these migrants represent to the people who are U.S. citizens. Other news outlets constantly report how illegal immigrants are a drain to the everyday taxpayer.
While on the other hand, most immigrants stepping foot on US soil are not eligible for some or any government aid, since most cases, in order to apply for aid, a social security number is required, and most immigrants will not apply for this aid because of fear of deportation. Although those who can successfully gain admittance as a refugee receive government aid, they have requirements and limitations on any government support. They also have to keep up with given fulfillments such as employment and educational age restrictions.
As the migrant population grows, so does the subject of immigration. U.S. lawmakers can no longer ignore the subject and try to push it under the rug. Many of the issues we face today with immigration can be fixed by those who sit in Washington, D.C.
Now, as the divide amongst Americans grows, it is imperative for our leaders to create new laws in order to help fix many of these important issues.
This has been How News.
See y'all next time.
Hi, I'm here with Catherine Velasquez, the Vice President of Seoul here at UIndy. Have you ever heard of the Migrant Caravan that's coming to the U.S.?
I have. I actually did a research project about it for my public speaking class.
That's good. So, do you believe that the migrant caravans are affecting the way that you are perceived as a Hispanic here in the U.S.?
I believe so. A lot of my friends back in Fort Wayne have actually experienced a lot of racism towards them just because of the caravan. My mom has also told me to dial down my heritage just because of it, because she doesn't want white people to perceive me as anything that I'm not. But I definitely won't just for other races. It's my heritage and I'm proud of it, so
right.
I have no reason to dial it down.
Being a part of both worlds, what is your opinion on the migrant caravan? Do you believe that they're effective?
So I believe they're effective in bringing in attention to their cause, but I think it oftentimes intimidates the United States and the United States government. So I don't think it's very effective in that way, but it is a really good way to bring attention to it and just allow people to know that there's really bad violence and gang violence and sexual assault in their countries.
Yeah. Now, as one of the key members of Seoul, do you believe Seoul could play a role in changing the way people perceive migrants?
Yeah, we've actually been thinking about a lot of events relating to either the caravan or Hispanic relief efforts. It's still in the works and it's still like really up in the air, but we're really thinking about doing like either a migrant related event or something doing with Puerto Rico and the hurricane.
Yeah.
And also Hispanic Heritage Month is coming up, so that we're having a lot of events that are inclusive towards Hispanics, so like not showing people that not everyone is Mexican and stuff like that, showing different foods, and it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, sounds interesting. Hi, so I'm here with Ruth, and do you believe that the U.S. media is biased in their portrayal of the migrant caravans and migrants in general?
I actually do believe that. I absolutely believe that media is incredibly biased towards the population of immigrants in America. I think if anyone went out and had a conversation with anyone that's immigrated to this country, they'd understand like the struggles and the reasons why they've immigrated. Not only that, I think that the media portrayal of the migrant caravan and immigrants in America is incredibly negative, and a lot of the time it aligns with a lot of very highly conservative, borderline white nationalist viewpoints, in my opinion. And overall, I think that, like I said before, if you go out and you had any type of conversation with anyone that's immigrated from this country here from Mexico, you'd understand that not everyone coming through this country is part of the cartel or part of any type of terrible organization. They're just people trying to better the lives for not only their family, but like for their children and their children's children as well.